There are so many things to keep in mind when you're caring for your dog. And one of the most important things that's often overlooked is how to store your dog's food. Properly storing your dog's food not only preserves the nutritional quality, but it also prevents potential health risks. Welcome back to another Native Pet video. I'm Dr. Juli, your go-to native pet vet, and today we're going to talk about what to keep in mind when storing your dog's food. First, let's talk about where you're storing your dog's food. Whether you have one dog or a multi-dog household, a lot of people choose to stock up on dog food. A lot of people may want to buy 3 or 4 bags at a time. But the question comes, when you get home, where are you putting all this food? While the garage might seem like a convenient place for storage, it's not really the best place for food products. This is because garages are often exposed to changing temperatures, humidity, and even pests. Dramatic changes in temperature, whether too hot or too cold, can impact the quality of the food and actually reduce its nutritional value. Choose to store your dog's food in a cool, dry, and temperature-controlled area. My recommendation for dog food storage is to keep it in your pantry with your other dry food products. Your kitchen is a great place to store your dog food because it's temperature controlled and it's generally dry and clean. Once you find a good spot to store your dog food, the next mistake you want to avoid is leaving it unsealed. And this can happen sometimes if you're in a rush and you just want to scoop your dog's food out and go on with your day. But leaving dry dog food out that's exposed to air can lead to oxidation. And over time, this can not only degrade its nutritional value, but leave it exposed to bugs that can get in your dog's food. And the last thing you want to deal with is when you go to feed your dog, that there's an ant party going on in their food. It can be tricky to know how to handle your dog's food bag because most bags are not resealable. So how do you store your dog's dry food and keep it from being exposed to air? The best thing that you can do is to keep your dog's food in an airtight container. What you don't want to do is to pour your dog's kibble directly into that container. After you cut open the bag, take the entire bag and put that into an airtight container. And the reason that we like to keep the kibble in its original bag is because that bag was specifically designed to protect the kibble. And if you look closely at your dog's food bag, it's specifically designed with material to keep out light, moisture, and air. Throughout the manufacturing process, there are strict quality control measures that are specific just to your dog's bag. By keeping the food in its original bag, you're reducing the chances of contamination from other surfaces or substances. Moisture is also something that's super important to keep out of your dog's food. Moisture can leave your dog's food prone to mold growth, which can actually be toxic and even fatal in some cases. And one last benefit you may not have thought about when it comes to the original packaging of your dog's food is that it helps preserve the flavors and the scent of your dog's food. Leaving the bag of food open and exposed to air will gradually reduce those qualities over time. This can especially impact those picky eaters who rely on the aroma of the dog food to stimulate that appetite. Another common mistake that I see is people who top off their kibble container. It might seem efficient to just add on a new bag of kibble into your almost empty container, but this can lead to the old food at the bottom of the container to becoming stale or even contaminated. Make sure to finish the existing food before refilling the container to ensure freshness. With some human foods, we may stretch out the expiration date, but with dog foods, the expiration date should never be ignored. This date on the dog food bag is provided by the manufacturer to indicate the point beyond which the food may no longer be safe for consumption. Following the expiration date helps ensure that your dog is getting proper nutrients that they need from their food. And consuming food past its expiration date might mean that your dog isn't receiving the optimal nutrition. One thing that you could notice is that if the food has gone stale, your dog may be less into eating it or refuse to eat it altogether. So if you notice this happens, just take a look at the expiration date on your dog's food to see if that may be the reason why they're refusing to eat. In addition to properly storing your dog's food bag, a lot of people also forget to wash their dog food bowls on a daily basis. If you've ever handled your dog's food bowl after they've eaten, or if you felt your hands after your dog licks you, you'll notice kind of that slimy texture of their saliva. This is called biofilm, and it's actually the bacteria that lives in your dog's mouth and tongue. So when you don't wash your dog's bowl, That bacteria can cause a buildup of contaminants over time. Regular washing of your dog bowls can help prevent harmful pathogens that can make your dog sick. A clean bowl also can help contribute to better dental health. Sometimes, if you just keep refilling your dog's water bowl when it becomes empty, this can also cause that bacteria to build up and make your dog sick. So as a gold standard of care, my recommendation is to wash your dog's food and water bowls every day, just like you would with your own. So as I mentioned earlier, mold growth in your dog's food can be extremely dangerous. And this mold growth and buildup can happen in the transfer process from the manufacturer to your home. What I like to do when I get a new bag of food is to open it and initially inspect it for unusual odors or colors. Make sure you don't just look at the top layer of food. Kind of sift through the bag and look through the different layers to make sure you don't notice anything unusual. Mold can produce toxins, and if ingested, this can lead to various health issues in your dog and even death in some cases. The chances of this happening are pretty low, especially with the regulations that dog food manufacturers have in place. But I always like to err on the side of caution just in case something goes wrong. And my last tip is to be choosy about where you're actually buying your dog's food from. Purchasing from a reputable retailer is essential. This is because different retailers also have different quality and safety measures when it comes to storage. In general, I like to tell dog owners to be really cautious when you're buying food online, especially if you don't know where exactly the food is coming from or where it's being stored. Properly storing your dog's food may seem like a no-brainer, but these common mistakes can actually impact your dog's health. Hopefully these tips can help you think about the best ways to keep your dog safe and healthy when it comes to their dog food. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.